Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he opts to not bring this one out.
Last time I done that. Oh, yeah. Kicker time. Get my boy off of there. Mr. Seward, golly, boy, he got 1,000 ass.
Start at the 25.
No, I guess I took too long.
Here we go.
Oh, shit. When this shit first popped off?
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? He'll drop to throw. Winds up and lets it go for
No, it's a pick, man.
No coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Charvarius Ward in on the tackle. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The hard-hitting safety, Jimmy Ward, picking up the sack that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 22, Garoppolo completes it to Jennings. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Here we go.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Why is a fucking play, man?
And some room to work. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Oh, throw it
That's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen earlier?
Quit playing, man. He what? Jimmy G can't throw, man.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions,
that's
and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Hey, street.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
18-11.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking now, and it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Left wing 19.
Hurts. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He dropped it after he got hit, man.
Garoppolo. And this one is
look in the zone. Quit trying him.
Feels like they're getting caught in between
because he's dropping after hit too, man. That's incomplete. You got. I ain't even argue. He dropped. Tell him to catch it. Yeah, Cage.
But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
You're likely going to have to. That may get hit and dropping tomorrow.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this.
That was using first. I ain't throwing no cornerback who hot either.
Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because
and I'm not. You must don't know the superstar trade being league. When he in the zone, knockdowns happen.
Not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. Second down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ain't nobody in the zone.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This is Smith with a grab. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Nope.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This one is down he goes. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. That's user, man. That's fucking user.
Front Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, get the pitch, man.
Incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL.
Cross-eyed is killing you, man.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
67 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Stop biting your nails, honey. I told you. Give me a minute.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
No way, man.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Use the swat.
This isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. This is Jennings. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On play action, now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 42 yards.
And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, this is the best thing there.
Yeah.
Right back to Sanders on
Get up
1st
that
down.
hole, man. It's
He
open.
sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 17. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
What is it?
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. In motion, the tight end. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
Yeah.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So decision time now. It's a field goal and keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
65.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, Garoppolo.
Almost had it, man.
Incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Garoppolo to try again on second down.
We've
got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
What's up, bro?
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
That corner line going to be open to people every time now.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Stop playing with me, man. 25 to life.
Be the backbreaker. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Yeah, like that. But you can't stand it.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now they'll run it with Sanders. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they start with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Take it right on the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go. 11.
One final try now for Garoppolo. This is caught. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a 2-point conversion away from overtime.
That won't be easy. And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They've still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Wait.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is
in. My God.
The play works, and we are headed to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment.
That's what held that. He
was an extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2 points right. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting.
2-point conversion.
And they just kept coming back to special teams. It's just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away.
He's got a man, complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
User kid, user catch. User!
Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's
top 5 tight end.
An exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it,
User.
we're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime. What type of play calls do you have left?
They changed overtime this year. You get a
What
change.
have you made an adjustment to what
Like
you
a few
worked
weeks
all the
ago.
way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now
Yeah.
they got the right matchup.
We don't keep going.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
There it is.
Last time
Pick the ball.
And Charles's defense
Good game if you pick.
frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of
Look
ways.
at that
because
swing.
they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, alert!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Complete to the
Man.
tight end, Kittle over the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing
Pick
it
twice,
downfield.
pick does a pick, damn it. Triangle.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
Stop playing.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Pick the slave.
That's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down.
Back in the chair. Let me tell you what that way in the back in the chair. Daddy, what is going on?
Oh, because Daddy was just all over the place.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
You always play playing games.
Rolling in is Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On play action, it's Garoppolo.
There we go.
It's intercepted. That'll seal it. There he goes right side. Past the 20.
He's crazy as hell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone.
I don't want about what the score said.
It's a pick 6 TD.
The hell you talking about my
The
seven?
win here, and the guy who really led the way was their
That was a good game though.
CD, and that's
He
Jalen
fucking
Hurts.
49
Yeah,
about
you
to
like
take
what
out
you
of
saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over
Come on,
300
King
yards
Prince,
with
let's
3
go home.
touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
Yeah. That wasn't no 7. You gonna see it.
Which Band-Aid do I pick? I want the baby shark.
Baby shark, alright, man.